YouTube Cross Channel 2021, and this one is the water project. So the idea was to have a big project and turns a little bit as a smaller project. I found a piece of wood that it's from a previous project that I made that was cracked badly, and I said let's try use this one. And the idea behind it is, you'll see I'm trying to fit a pipe, is to increase and break in more cracks and make it quietly cracked and put resin and create like a mountain with streams running down on few terraces. And that was the idea. You see here it's cracked, and now of course again hot gun glue all over, double check twice, inside outside, so it will stick over there and it will not leak. The first pour is with blue, and I put a dash of purple inside and gives it the depthness of the water. That was supposed to be for the bottom. And then I'm pouring another one, and this one was a little bit more bluish and white, and then it overnight, and now I'm putting one a little bit more greenish. So I'll play with the color, but here I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. I didn't see it at the beginning. I saw it later. And I think I miscalculated the mix. Maybe my head was somewhere else. I don't know what happened, but I think I miscalculated the mix of the resin, the 2-to-1 that I'm using on resin for art. And I found that it's first of all bubbling quite a lot, and I didn't know why. And then when I took it out of the pressure pot, it was soft. It did not gel. It didn't gel at all, and I didn't know what to do with it. So the piece that was with that didn't gel, I had to cut it off. I kept it in the bag, and so it doesn't fly all over the show, and I cut it off. And my project dropped by about third, more than third. So from having a big mountain, it's going to look like a small mountain. It's like other things. You have a mountain, then you discover it's not a mountain, it's a mouse. So this one is going to be a smaller one, and I'll have to rethink the final design. Here I'm creating the bottom part of the mountain, the lowest pull, where I'm going to fill it up with resin a little bit later. You know, when you have a design in your head and the design it's fixed, and then life throws you a curveball and you have to change the design on the go, that's one of them. So we will have to change it. I don't know still how is it going to look in the end, but now you can start seeing the idea that I had before, like the streams, the water streams running down. Let's see if I can still use it and use this project. With a black line parting tool, I'm creating like a channel inside over there, and later I'll fill up this channel with the same resin, with the same color resin, and that will be the bottom pool of the mountain. I've got an insert that goes for tea candles, and I'm going to drill a hole over there so it will look like I'm maybe going to use it or make it looks like a candle. It's just an idea start running in my head, and I will maybe done it like a candle. I'm still, you see, I've done here exactly the same thing. I'm creating another channel that will be filled up with resin later. So the decision has been made. I'm going to use the insert, and I'm going to use, instead of putting a tea light candle inside, I've got wax, I've got candle wax, and I'm going to pour candle wax inside and make it a complete, like a complete candle, like the end of a mountain. You will see. I think that the idea will work, but we'll see. Now I'm going to pour some resin in those channels that I told you that I created, and it will look like three pools of water on this mountain. Um, mm, and let's see how it's working. That will be the base of the mountain, and I'm just going to work it so it's not going to be wobbling, and I'm going to remove the resin that was sitting in the back of it, and creating a flat surface I'll be able to put my logo on and sandpaper it. On this one I'm going to sandpaper only from about 80 to 400, and then I'm going to use Yorkshire grit. On this project, because I wanted to look a little bit more rustic and the mountain and everything, so I'm going to do only Yorkshire grit, and that will be also my final polish. My final lines of design, and then I'm going to remove the leftovers of the spills of the resin that gone on the wood before I sandpaper it and I put Yorkshire grit. And now we're starting to see the more or less the end of the design and the shape it's going to be. It's a little bit smaller than I want it to be, but the design, it's okay. The design is more or less what I wanted, but it's much smaller than I wanted. And the pools are a little bit narrower than I wanted also. But I hope that the design will work finally. It will work properly the way that I wanted. The same thing, 80 to 400, and then Yorkshire grit, exactly the same. Every place there is the stream runs, I'm going to do a small cut that will look like the water cut into the rocks and spilled over to the side. Uh, just a small touch. So like the rock, the waterfall worked into the stream. The waterfall water damaged the rocks and left a valley inside there. Warming up some wax, and I've got a blue powder, painter's powder, old painter's powder that's got a little bit of, um, and I'm going to put it in the middle. And that's how it is. And that's now we're starting a photo shoot for it. So I can put it on my Instagram and on my YouTube, and let's see how it goes. YouTube cross channel 2021, and the subject this time was water. So I tried something. It was supposed to be bigger, but I had a mistake with my resin, so it came a little bit smaller. Waterfall. Hope you can see it. And in the end, I added a candle on top. A waterfall on wood, and I'm going to call it wood or earth, water and fire. My take on the challenge with water. You can see here all the streams that runs down. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a short exercise. I like it. I'm not crazy about it. I think I could have done much better than that. But like they say here, it is what it is. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. There was not a lot of techniques here. I played a little bit with how you call it, candle wax. Mixed it with colors, played with resin, wood. I done the steps on the mountain. Hope you like it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget also to like it. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it, and just comment at the bottom. Cross channel, YouTube cross channel 2021 water. Cheers, and I'll see you in my next video.